Hello, and welcome back to Pwnery's Kickin' It Old School, episode 34. And this is Betrayal at Krondor. We are on chapter 3, The Spyglass and the Spider, and we are at Caval Keep. And what I used to do is mess with the fountain, because there's always money in it. And what I would, I think I am going to do what I used to do. So I'm going to take the money. Because, it's free money. And I'm going to leave something else in the well. Which is something I used to do every time I played this game. Nobody's going to miss a couple of sovereigns. What they can have is some poisoned arrows. Cheers. Like, you can have all my poisoned arrows. I don't need all of these on me. So, like, I'm building a care package, essentially. You can have this somewhat used whetstone. You could have... This isn't going to make any sense, but you can have 17 torches in the fountain. Because I got 22 here. We're good. For some reason I have 2 shovels. Now I don't. That's good. I think we're good otherwise. I think we're good there. So now let's take stock. We have rations. We could always use more. So let's buy some. I'd like to buy some foods, Peter. You want 14? I mean, it's better than before. Can I haggle him? See? You see? Now this I can live with. Right? There we go. So now we have that, and that. Can I add a day's rations? Like so. Yes. Okay, 14, 13, all across the board. Perfect. Maybe I'll just top off. Like, I'm not gonna jip him out of 2 gold. Screw it. He worked with me here. There. Now we're topped off. Now we're good. I think we already barded, right? Yeah. So I think the only place we have left to go is Caval Keep. James roused the occupants. The door cracked open with a small squeak. I should probably have a cough drop. Keeps my throat clear so I don't make a bunch of noises while I'm talking to you. There we go. Just enough space to allow a pale-eyed girl in a dust-caked skirt to peek out at them. She studied them with a doubtful look, hesitant to let the strangers in. Yes, what is it? Stepping around the seigneur, Owen peered at the girl with a puzzled expression, then brightened. Miri? It's okay. They may look a little rough, but they're with me. Without a word, the servant girl stepped out of the way, allowing the 3 of them to follow her into the foyer of the manor. Excusing herself, she scurried off to fetch her master, who was located in the rear apartments. Following what sounded like a distant argument, a dark-haired man swept into the room, a look of annoyance set in his features. Shooting a glance of mild hostility at first at Owen, and then the Moradel, he turned on the seigneur. Kindly tell me, sir, what it is I have done to make myself so attractive to the minuscule of the world. From the moment I first stepped from my bedchamber this morning, I've had servants swarming about me like nits and bothersome relations at my ankles. Would you kindly leave me in peace? We have very grave business to attend to, and I must speak to you. Whatever you must do, I'm quite certain does not involve me. I don't care what the nature of your business about, Seigneur. I have other concerns. Is that so? Have you concerns about or above and beyond the Prince of Krondor? If so, I shall make most eager account of them before him when I return. Go on and spell them out so I may take them down. I'm sure Arutha would be fascinated. The prince, you say? Please understand that there are things going on that I am not entirely at liberty to discuss. Suffice to say that I have had something of a disagreement with the priests of the Temple of Kahuli in Kenting Rush over a private matter. So if you may excuse my outburst, I would be happy to be of service to the prince. What precisely can I do for you? Notice how quickly he became civil after We basically called him out for being a dick. Let's ask about the keep. Not that I dislike your new house here, but what happened to the keep? The townhouse is temporary lodging, nephew. We have no intention of staying in Cavill like common folk. As for the keep, one night 3 years ago, an inept chambermaid left a lamp unattended by the tapestries, which hung on the west wall. You remember them, don't you, Owen? Centuries old, woven by the finest weavers in all the kingdom. In seconds they went up in flames, and they took the rest of the keep with it. I remember having heard something about a fire, but I hadn't known the keep had burned to the ground. It's a miracle that all you survived. Were you able to save anything? We saved ourselves, Owen, the only things of true value that were within the castle. It is regrettable that the girl who was responsible for the blaze was killed, but Eugene, that is Eugene, and I, both escaped it hale and heartily. I ordered only the stones of the foundation left behind when the tunnel mouths sealed. We progressed forward with our lives. Why go through all the trouble? I would really prefer not to speak of this anymore. It brings me great grief, and I would prefer to discuss other matters. Fine. How about finances? There's a moneylender that lives here in town. Isonatus. Yes, I know him well. Strange Quegian fellow. Then you've done business with him recently. Why should it concern you? I've paid my taxes to the king. We wish to borrow money, and we want to make certain that we deal with a reputable firm. I thought that if you had done any business with him, made any deposits, then perhaps you might know if he was an honest man. Ah, suspicion as business is a healthy tactic. To answer you, I have had no need to borrow any funds of late, and in fact I have made several substantial deposits recently. Some of my better placed investments have provided me with comfortable profits. Baneth be praised. Isonatus will do well by you. Alright. Weren't you a spotter for the Natalie's Rangers when you were younger? I seem to recall you telling stories when I used to visit the keep. That was quite a long time ago indeed, before you or Eugene or even Neville had been born. I still have the eye, too. I can tell you precisely how much a man is carrying by the way he walks, or how good a swordsman is by the way he pulls it free of the scabbard. Sounds like a useful skill. Any chance you could teach us something about it? Don't be absurd. I spent 5 years training to be a spotter. You expect me to teach it all to you in one afternoon? I suppose you're right. I'm already a decent spotter myself. I'll make you a wager, though. You teach us anything I don't already know, and I'll pay you in gold sovereigns. I'll take your wager, but I'm not one to waste my time. 200 sovereigns or it's no deal. Will you take that bet? Hell yeah, I will. I'm ready when you are. Then let us go outside where we will have more room. Man, it's like a freaking duel. The Count extended his arms. Which hand do I fight with? The Count asked. James squinted, the distance making an accurate evaluation difficult. For several hours, the Count had unabashedly chastised him for his lack of ability at obsessing the strength of his enemies. My guess is your right hand. Good, the Count said. Why? Your sword is slung on your left hip, James replied flatly. While it was the obvious answer, the Count was unimpressed with his practicality, noting that he was about to be regaled about ignoring subtle clues. He quickly added, and the callus on the pads of your right thumb and the base of your forefingers. Uh-huh. The Count nodded and dropped his hands to his sides. I've wasted enough time. You've lost the bet, boy. Let's get back inside. Did I really? Whatever. So, I guess we lost a little bit of money. Well, what should I do now? I guess what we're supposed to do now is go back like I said we were going to do. And we're going to explore all those chests and things that I missed out on. Ooh. Ooh, we need a full night's... Ooh, he's still poisoned, isn't he? Damn it, Owen. Why are you so weak? 59% poisoned. Right. You know what? Let's just do this the expedient way. We ain't got no time for this. Hacks. I think it was 7702, yeah? Bang. And we'll go over the box one more time, too, just to make sure we're good. That's the chess piece that's missing, but I'm going to try to go and get that legitimately. So I'm not going to grab this. Because what it'll do is it'll sort of screw up our progression. I think we're good everywhere else. Yeah. So we'll just take the heal. And then we'll sleep till morning. Alright. So, let's take a quick... Oops, I should have probably did this. Let's take a quick look at the overworld map, too, because I could really use a town I could sell stuff away from. Kenting Rush is somewhere I want to go. Prankstone is somewhere I need to go. Our inventory is relatively full. There was no shop that wanted to buy our stuff. Let's make a little detour and head north. I just want to see if I could sell my stuff off at Kenting Rush. A girl across the fields, lacking the arrogant bearing of her father, she moved like a wisp of smoke. Her tread so light it seemed she floated rather than walked through the rustling weeds. Flittering to Owen's side, she kissed him lightly on the cheek. Have baby. Did I ever tell you that you show up at the strangest of times? It's nice to see you. What are you doing wandering around unescorted? Honestly, you astonish me. By your age, most girls have the common sense to realize that there are dangerous types wandering out in the open. How's that for an introduction? You're only 4 years older than me. Owen and I don't see that my age has anything to do with it. Oh, I didn't read that right. You're only 4 years older than me, Owen, and I don't see. They put the comma in the wrong place. I just like to come out here to think when I have a problem that won't solve itself otherwise. It also gives me a safe harbor away from Father when he's on one of his raging fits. Is he on one at the moment? One of the worst I've ever seen. He's fired the entire kitchen staff, dismissed the guard, thrown out all 5 of my maids. He's been that way since about dinner time last evening. I tried to ask him what had him so upset, but he would only tell me that he had received some very bad news from a messenger regarding a financial agreement which he had made. Any idea what the note said? Who knows? He's always on about conspiracy this, conspiracy that. It's like he's always afraid someone's about to find out some dire secret about the family when there's nothing to hide. It's getting terribly repetitive, really. So, you have this frightful look on your face as if there's something you're afraid to speak to me about. What is it? News. So when's the suitor going to come and snatch you up? Are there any in good standing? There are 2, neither of them who Father likes. But then again, never likes anyone I do. One is Myron, my father's solicitor, who just lives outside of Cavil Keep with his daughter Amy. Ami? Let's go with Amy. He does have a minor claim to nobility because his brother is an earl someplace, but Father thinks his connections are too tenuous for us to consider. And what about the second suitor? He's a businessman from Kenting Rush named Mavin de Sandow. I like him, though he can be a bit intense at times. We like to talk, and he's always asking me at some point about mythology or another. He doesn't mind a girl who reads. Right. He'll forgive us if we look a little ragged, but we're trying to find out about a murder that took place down in Romney. We've been searching for a little while. Think the murderer escaped to Cavil Keep? We're not sure. All we know at the moment is that it may have something to do with a brass spyglass or a silver spider we found near the bodies. I don't suppose this spyglass had a star inscribed on it, did it? I don't recall. Why? Would it be important? For someone who's part of the family, you certainly don't seem to know much about the family lore. We used to have a spyglass that sat in the glass case in the entryway of the keep. There was a legend that if a person knew the right things to think, then they could use the spyglass to spy on the minds of others. It was in the family for generations, but it disappeared about the time that Neville was killed in the wine cellar all those years ago. Father accused the workmen of having stolen it. And what things was the person to think to make the spyglass work? I don't know. Neville used to tease me and told me that he knew what to think and that he could use it, but he never did. It was only a legend after all. As nice as it's been talking to you again, we have to be on our way. Promise me you'll find someone to look after you soon. I would appreciate it if you stopped fretting about me as if I were a child, but I'll take the promise only so long as you make the same one. Very well, you have my word as the son of the Count of Tyburn. Goodbye, Eugene. Weird girl. Is this the guy that lives outside of town? No. Alright, so, before we start looking at treasure chests and the like, what I need to do is unload all this crap we have on. Ooh, there's a shop over there. Great. Oh, yay! Ooh, that's a dead one over there. Great, so we're dealing with undead ones. Awesome. Let's see if I could zap him into the netherworld. Yeah, he's carrying metal. Alright, you better make quick work of this guy. Because we ain't got time to play around. Oh boy. Kill the one with the possible poison arrows. Yes. Great, now I gotta deal with that. Alright. Well, since you ain't hit him yet, go hit this guy. There we go. Ooh. Man. Well, at least James is landing. Good. Good. That guy's not getting poisoned though, is he? Did I forget to poison the blades? Maybe. Here, let's just, you know, because I can. Oh, man down! Well done. You start healing. There we go. Oh, you resurrected? No! Damn it, man. Alright. James, let's poison him. Wow. Brick! Dang. Stay down. Alright, Gorath. 47%. Are you kidding me? Oh, we hit him. We're on the board. Get him! Yes! You start healing. He stopped moving. We're just gonna keep pumping arrows into him for now. There we go. You better not resurrect twice. James blinked. For a long moment he stared at his dead opponent, pulse pounding on his veins as he waited for yet another to come on, teeth bared for... Wait, okay, I thought he was going to say something special for the undead one. That guy came back. That's crap. Yo, you guys were equipped like scrubs. Here we go. No, no, no. Thank you. You need this. These any good? Yeah. Alright, so you get one. You get one. And you get one. That should even us out. You're still equipped like scrubs. Thankfully, none of them had poisoned arrows. Poisoned anything. We did. Okay, you didn't take a hit. Did you take a hit? Nope. Good. I think we did alright. Let's see... I really don't need the arrows. I mean, unless this shop here will sell me the goods. Yes! Finally! Proper shop! Right? Oh, crap. Maybe not. Will you buy these? Nope. Shit. Will you buy this? Nope. Right. Let me have a Gilder's key. Yeah, I'll take it. How about this one? Yeah, okay. I really don't need anything else. Damn. Do you do repairs? What a useless shop. Useless. Oh, there's something behind it, though. Yep, there is, right here. Ooh, free money. Free money! Hello, good friend. We would like an opportunity to speak with you. May we come in? What? What do you want? I said we'd like to talk to you for a moment. Huh? You want fish water for your cows? Oh, this is the deaf guy. No, I said we'd like some fresh water for our pouches. We'd like to talk to you. What? Can we come in and speak to you? What do they want, dear? They say they want to come in and sleep with us. They want to see our ducks? We don't have any ducks. Why would... Never mind. God, those guys are retarded. Okay. Is there anything in your farm? There is something in your farm. In the middle of your farm. Right there. No, this. Right here. Dang it. This. I know the corn is too young. I'm wasting so many moves just trying to look at this stupid... This. Stupid corn. It's not letting me look at the freaking hole. Oh, screw it. It can't possibly be anything worth a crap right now anyway. That's frustrating. Alright. We must be near Kenting Rush by now. Oh, there's something over here. Here. And us with very little inventory space to play with. Dang it. Ooh. Who's holding the pouch? 4. Okay. What? Give me these. Oh, we can only carry 20. Right. How many you got? 18? Okay, this works out good. Alright, and the other one was over here? Right? Let's just save motion. Down here. Look more left. Right there. No thanks. Okay. Every time you move forward, time passes, so it's like, you want to be economical with your movements, just if you're wanting to play with daylight. I want to see what this is, but I kinda don't really care right now. Screw it, let's go look. I mean, that other path down there, there's a bunch of stuff. 3 of these, okay. What goes with a wagon that doesn't benefit the wagon, but the wagon cannot move without? How about a horse? Wait, that was already the right letter. Nope, it's not a horse. Alright, what goes with a wagon that doesn't benefit the wagon, but the wagon cannot move without? Is there a wheel? Nope, not wheel. Noise. Hey, you know what? We'll take that. We'll take clerical oilcloth too. Very cool. You mean money? Alright, here you go. Yeah. And then you can do this. Yep. And then you can do this. Maybe you can even let Owen fix his armor past 88. 90! Hey, he's getting better at this. Didn't even check what the quality was. Oh, those are pretty decent. Alright, move on to the next chest. Wrong one. Back up. Where do you open that one? Let me line it up better. This one. Passed from father to son and shared between brothers, its importance is unquestioned, though it may be used more by others. Name? See, these are pretty sensible questions. Ooh, another one of these. Okay, I'll take that. And I'll take that too. The last one is a long one. Never resting, never still, moving silently hill to hill. It does not walk, run, or trot. All is cool where it is not. Sunlight? No. Sunshine? Hey! This is for spellcasters. I forgot what this is for. Better hit ratio. Man, you guys both need it. You both suck. 3 and 4. Really? We can't stack these? Come on, man. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. Not quite the greatest. Oh, what's this? Oh, what is this? Nobody's lived in here. Oh, that would be useful. Yeah, we'll take that. Dang, his bow got beat up. You can get more than he does. Here, use one of these. Fix your bow. 97. 96. Okay, that'll work. Make sure your blades are poisoned too. I don't want any more damn surprises. Alright. Oh man, we are just like out in the boonies. And it's dark outside. Oh, there's stuff over there and things. We're going this way first. We probably got to camp out though, because it's getting to get dark. Let's do that. Alright, I think the things we're looking for are over here. Yep. Here's one. No. First of all, I want to see which one I'm at. Okay, so there, north, and then very west. Man, there's just chests all over the place. Alright, this one... yeah. It's safe. I don't know what type of lock this is. There's always a chance we could pick it. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a little trick here. First of all, we're going to save. We're going to look at this again. The only reason I did that first was, okay, it'll never be this key. Because I think this is the cellar key at Krondor. Right? Or is it this one? No. One of these only goes to Krondor. Maybe it's this one? Yeah, okay. So that one you never had to try and unlock. But all the other ones, like, you can't tell just by looking at this. But usually if you click the lock, if he knows what it is, it's because you tried a key in it. So if you try it and you break it, obviously it's not going to work. So I bookmarked it to save it in case I break one. Not that one. That one. So then we just, you know, loot the booty. And then the next time we go look at it, then you click this and he'll say, oh, it takes a noble spats key. So that way the next time you can just walk right up to it and know exactly how to go about it. That's a different one. Peasant's key. There we go. This all saves you the trouble of having to decipher, you know, and waste lockpicks unnecessarily. To the priests of Kahuli, whoever it is that has stolen my pants, May he be eternally at the pot. G.L. Esquire of Heavenwood. You can go back in there. Obviously, that's a letter you must have delivered. Because some jerk-off wronged you. What is that? Oh, it's just a stone. Another shell. Well, we're gonna need a place that buys jewelry very soon. Let's look at the map. Let's get the hell out of here. And then use this. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff there too. Man, this place is just littered with loot. And we're gonna have to backtrack a lot for the other stuff that we left behind. Dang. Okay, I need to go this way, because I remember there's something here. Yep, right there. Wow. There's just so much jewelry. It stands while others sit. It groans when it is too full. It has 4 legs but cannot run. Table? Oops. That's an easy one. Ooh, what's this? Thoughts like clouds. Read it. Okay, good. We learned a new spell. You better be able to take that. Good, it's stacked. Okay. So far, good loot episode. Very good. I mean, we were gonna loot anyway, but I wasn't ready to do it right meow. I think this is Kenting Rush. Well, actually no. It's supposed to be behind us. Well, we'll move forward and press on, gentlemen. We need to figure out where the hell we're at. Where are the houses? There, right? No, there's one behind me too. There it is. Noticing the finely engraved sign above the door, he read it aloud. David Tatum, scribe. Among other things, replied a strong voice. Historian, philosopher, mathematician. I have my nose in everything. Emerging from the building's cover, the scribe cast a knowing look at Gorath as he continued. Right now, I'm investigating combat tactics. Perhaps you would be interested in helping? And what would we profit of it? Owen asked quietly. Information, the scribe replied. You talk for an hour, and then I talk for an hour. You pick the subject. Intrigued? Yeah. The scribe listened. When at last Gorath had exhausted himself, he asked the man what he might know about assassins operating in the kingdom, and he discoursed all he knew on the subject. That's about it, the scribe said at the last, and folded his hands in his lap. Helpful? More than you know, James says. I think we'll now have a better chance of spotting ambushes. But it's time we left, the scribe nodded. I have things to do as well. I have to find out what's happened with one of my assistants, so I may be gone for a while. Good traveling. What did you teach us? Assessment, scouting. Okay. Scouting. I forgot. One of the other things is if you gain skills and you don't check which skills you got, it will stay there waiting for you to check it. So some of this was from earlier. You may also notice that the hilts, or the pommels of the swords, have these little red dots. It's because you can emphasize learning them or not learning them, like this. Now, if you only do one thing, and then you learn it, and you don't highlight everything else, it will learn faster. But me, I'm kind of lazy, so I just light everything, and it's like, we'll learn when we learn. Screw it. It's the easiest way to handle this situation. James ran his hands across the wooden crank, tried to turn it, and discovered it was jammed. Reaching down to get a better grip, his finger scraped against something hard and smooth. It was a small, round lock. I believe I'm familiar with this kind of lock. In days past, some men required their ladies to wear locked undergarments as an assurance of chastity while they were away. As the stories go, the men gave the keys to these undergarments to none but their closest and most trusted friends. Naturally, the ladies did everything in their power to convince the friends to use their key to remove the uncomfortable things, and many illicit romances were said to have developed. The lock was always replaced before the husband returned home, but after unlocking the device, the key was often left with the friend for the next time the husband went away. In the meantime, the secret lovers would sometimes find an abandoned well, put on one of these locks, and use the key to hide love notes. Shall we try to open it? Absolutely. James checked their keys. Finding a virtue key, he moved to the well, found the lock, and inserted the small key, turning it gently. The lock was a bit rusty, but after a few seconds, he was able to twist the key in the lock, producing a satisfying click. The handle now unlocked, and he cranked it in a clockwise motion, and after about a dozen turns, a dry bucket emerged from the well. Searching inside, they found something small and covered it with dirt and leaves. It was a knight's piece. See? I got it. I didn't have to use it from the cheats. I legitimately got it. Someone had paid a great deal to have this chess piece made. The marbled soapstone from which it had been carved was a type available only from a hellish region within Great Kesh, known as the Jaipur Desert, an area also renowned for its Gadeji, a Keshian brotherhood of thief assassins. So, we have a knight's piece. I have sort of put the cart ahead of the horse, but it's fine. We're going to have a little fun with this anyway. Alright, so... let's see. I'm trying to make sure I didn't skip any houses. Actually, I should just look at the map. I need to look at that one. So, to my right. This one. The hammering inside the house offered a perfect musical counterpoint to James's rapping on the small front door. Presently, a young man sporting a long beard answered the knocks. Yes? Can't you see I'm quite busy here? They looked past the man and saw a large block of granite, a beautiful woman emerging from the stone, like a delicate flower opening in the sun. You're carving a woman, Owen inquired. The man shifted his weight from his left to his right foot impatiently, then said sarcastically, No, actually, I'm trying to cover a very pale, still woman with a big rock. With that, he rudely closed the door in their faces. James turned to leave. Artists. That's pretty funny. I would do some crap like that. You catch all them fish? Nope. They just gave up and hopped in the boat. Here's your sign. Some of you will remember that joke. Looks like this used to be an inn of some kind. Okay, so they obviously have a new one. Let's go to the... oh. Huh. James sniffed the air. While for the better part of the last hour he had been trying to piece together the details of the murder at the Black Sheep Tavern, something else had begun nagging at him, elusive as the names of all the mockers he'd come to know. It had only been after a few minutes of consideration that he had realized what it was that was distracting him. Do you smell anything odd? He asked Gorath, struck by the oddity of smelling jasmine in the open. He could spot no natural flora that could account for the scent, but while searching, he thought he spotted someone moving down the road towards them. Naha, Navon du Sendau. There is little here to give event enough to warrant visitors from the bitter sea, and if that weren't enough, it seems we have guests from all over Elvendar. Welcome to Kenting Rush. This may sound like a strange question, but a moment ago I thought I smelled spice, jasmine to be exact. Does it grow near here? You have a keen nose. Unfortunately, it's not local. I deal in spices as well as a number of other imported goods. I've just returned from a lengthy trip to Kesh, and I'm afraid the scent clings a bit to the clothes. But you've only just come up the road. I've been smelling it for some time. I'm told the scent carries. There is a bit of wind today, so as you are travelers in the area and dealing with the natives can sometimes be difficult. Is there any way I can be of assistance to you? Actually, well, no. When I first saw you, it occurred to me to ask you something, but whatever it was has utterly slipped my mind at the moment. Will it bother you if I come and ask you about it later? We have a few things we need to attend to elsewhere. Go on, then. I have a few things to do myself. You are most gracious. Thanks, and farewell. Yeah. You know what? He knows we've been tailed. That's gotta be it, right? He's nervous because we've been tailed. Owen rapped on the door with the back of his hand. Coming! Hang on, just a second, said a mirthful voice inside the house. Okay, here I am. The door opened wide with a large bearded man joined them at the front of the house. Owen cleared his throat and said, "We'd like to talk with you if you could spare a moment of your time." Now the large man was eyeing Gorath suspiciously. "Wait a minute," he said, a broad grin erupting on his face, like a volcano. "Loro hired you, didn't he?" The man rocked back with laughter. "Oh, this is going to be the best joke yet." Still laughing, he retreated into the house, refusing to answer any more questions. Okay. And we found the inn. The Dagger and Star Tavern. Let's make some money. Nah, he still plays like crap. We should be making twice that. Alright, let's talk to this guy. "Sometimes I come to this place to drink and gab," the man said, "but sometimes I come to gab." "Well then, perhaps you could tell us," James began hopefully. Before he could finish, the man interrupted. "Today, I just came to drink." Well, fine. How about this one? Same thing. How about this one? I'm afraid... Okay, there's generic things like this. Let's talk to the barkeep. Food. We're good on food. Do you buy these? No. I need a shop. I desperately need a shop. Barding abilities increased. Ooh, all three of you got it? Yep, 48, 70, 28. Alright. And I really need a shop. They were greeted at the door by a very tired-looking woman. "Good day, travelers. How can I be of service to you?" "What can you tell us of Kenting Rush? We're curious about this place in which you live," James said kindly. "Well, sirs, it's a nice enough place, though lately there have been some shady-looking characters hanging around by the well." She paused for a moment, then pointed at the nearby field. "My husband is out harvesting grain. He works over there. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, yes, be very careful of the sorcerer who lives down the road. He has a habit of tricking people out of their money. Ask them 3 questions. The first 2 are very simple, but no one has ever answered the last one correctly." They thanked the woman for her time, and they were on their way. Okay, let's go talk to this magician. He's probably here. Gorath was about to knock, but his knuckles touched nothing save air as the door swung out of his reach. Accepting the mysterious invitation, they entered the dwelling slowly. There were shelves on every wall and books on every shelf. Owen's eyes fell upon a wooden staff in the corner of the room. "Ah, you've already found my lightning staff. You like it, I can tell." The voice came from a man sitting on a chair in one corner of the room. The table in front of him was stacked with papers, making huddled form hard to see. "I am Shorel. Prove your worthiness to me, and I will give it to you." "What kind of game are you playing?" Gorath demanded. His eyes a little more than slits, the magician replied slowly, "Not a game." He turned to stare at Owen. "If you can answer 3 questions, I will give you my staff. But if you fail this little test, I shall extract a payment in gold. Care to try your luck?" "Sure." "Excellent," said the sorcerer. "Come, sit before me, and we shall begin." I don't remember if I have the answers to these. It doesn't matter. The first question, Owen, is this. Our great and mighty pug claims to know magic of the greater path, and magic of the lesser path. Is this truly possible? I almost feel like I should probably study the answers to these questions. Let me check, because I think I don't want to screw this up. Be right back.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay. Actually, I think I kind of remember how this goes. "Very good, my friend," Shorel muttered. "You have but 2 questions remaining." He shifted in his chair, shuffled through some papers on his desk, then continued. "Dragon lords once ruled this planet. One of these, Valheru. Draken Korin called himself Lord of the Eagles. Do I tell the truth of this?" "No." "You have answered correctly once again," said the sorcerer. His smile turned icy. "Now, only 1 question remains. Answer it correctly, and you shall have my staff." Gorath looked at the magician coldly, not liking the evil fire that seemed to be erupting on his face. Suddenly, Owen began to shout, "My eyes! What have you done to my eyes, you black demon? I can't see!" In an instant, Gorath sprang to his feet, drawing his sword. "Wait!" I haven't done anything to your eyes, sputtered the startled Shorl. Can't you see me? He shouted, waving his hands in the air wildly. Owen smiled broadly. I'm sorry, my mistake. Yes! I can see you just fine. He winked at the sorcerer. Foolish me, and I thought your last question was going to be hard, perhaps even impossible, to answer. Without waiting for a response, he grabbed the lightning staff and began to head for the door. Come on, he shouted over his shoulder. We better leave now. I don't know why that happened, but there was definitely a trick there. There was trickery involved. So, I could put this in here. I can't put that in there. Huh, what am I going to do? I need to make some room. I have this letter here. Let's give that to James. And then let's give this... Oh, wait, I can't do that. I need to give this to Owen. And then I can give this to Bag. Oh, here. Now can I do this? Yes. There we go. Have a free staff. It'll stay there forever. Right. Alright, so we're done with that part of town. Yeah? No shop, huh? Hey, money. Money's always good. I know this place. I stayed in this house a year ago while journeying to Northward to see a friend. There's a beautiful young lady named Cylindra living here. We got kind of friendly over supper, and in the middle of the night she snuck into my room. He knocked on the door, beaming with anticipation. A moment later, a beautiful young woman answered. Yes? Can I... James? A smile of recognition crossed her lips, but it was quickly replaced with an expression of great concern. I am... Before she could finish her sentence, she was brushed aside by two rather large hands, one of which curled into a rather large fist and hit James rather hard in the face. When his vision had cleared sufficiently, the woman stood over him. I'd like you to meet my husband. I've told him all about you. Dang. That sucked. That was shameful. That was bad. That was so bad. Oh man. Oh, there's a shop. Good. Oh man, it's too late. Alright. Meow. Jewels, keys, and rings. Hey, all the things I need to get rid of. You can have this. Money. 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 Have some shells too. Yeah. I don't suppose you buy bows and arrows, no. You do buy jewelry though, and that pays good money. Man, we're just making some cheddar. There you go. You buy any of these? No. You do buy rings. I do have one of those. I have two of those actually. This has 10 uses. This has 10 uses. Let's sell one of these. Oh, you don't buy those. Okay. Well, so much for rings and things, huh? Alright, what else do you got? Dang, that's some big money. Do I need one of those? I don't have one of these. Let me buy one of these. Cool. I already have these. These do break easily. I think all the rest of the stuff I sold. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to clear some inventory. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I suppose. I still need another shop, though. Oh, and this town's quite a bit bigger than I gave credit for. Huh. Is that the way we went originally? No. I don't think so. Wait, other way, other way. Yeah, we're zoomed all the way out. Let me take one quick look. Right, okay. We didn't go this way. Okay. Alright, so the tavern's not quite open yet. There's a house there and there. Let's whip out the spyglass, see if I can see out further. Nope. Well, slightly further. Let's see what's at the end of this path. By the time we do that, we should probably have passed enough time. See, there's a house. Oh, there's two. For a long moment, he leaned against the doorframe as he waited, positioning himself so he could listen for the sounds of any stirrings inside. When at last it was evident no one was coming, he stepped back with a shrug. Doesn't seem that anyone's about. One more time. Okay. Let's look at the other house. Oh, it's surrounded by people. James counted. Although he had beaten tremendous odds on his various adventures, he knew the sheer numbers of opponents could easily overwhelm them. We won't be able to take them all. Maybe we should try another tactic to get by them. Do I want to get by them? Responding to the unheard call, they brandished their weapons, keeping an eye on James while simultaneously forming up to prevent entry into the house. Tell the prelate to stay down inside, one of them shouted. We may have an ambush on our hands. There's only 5 of them. We got this. Yeah, these guys are weak sauce. Okay, let's... Man, I can't remember the name of the spell, but I wish I had it. Because it hits one guy and then it moves on to the next guy and the next guy and the next guy, which is really quite useful, actually. Let's hit that other guy again before he runs away. Yeah. Easy mode. This may be one of those situations where the enemy doesn't go away. Like, we'll kill them all, but they'll just keep, you know, staying in place or whatnot. Go get him, Gorath. There you go. What a stud. Yeah, see, they don't go away. So, no matter what happens there, we're just going to keep fighting them over and over and over, and there's just no point. I forgot what I have to do about that situation. There's a barn, too. Inside he found stalls containing a standard mixture of animals. Yeah, okay, nothing there. Torches and shovels. Fan. Alright, so I don't know what the prelate's deal is. Oh wait, you know what? Let me go over here right quick. Because I would imagine there's something over here. It always seems to work out that way. See? Alright, so we're going to take a little side trip over here. Am I going to clear the mountain? Yeah. And it's over to the left. And... oh yeah, it's on the other side of this. Right? Yeah. This way. It's hard to gather where the terrain stops and starts in this game, for sure. Okay, there's one there. Is there a second one? Yeah, okay. So let's start with this one. The one who made it didn't want it. The one who bought it didn't need it. And the one who used it never saw it. This one I don't know. Made it, bought it, used it. Excuse? No. So you made something, you make something that you don't want. You buy something you don't need. And you use something you never see. Sometimes what I'll do is this. I'll just sort of move the pieces around. Crises. Poison? Nope. Close, wasn't it? Makes it didn't want it. Oh, I thought I got it. I moved over in the chests. Nope. Okay. So it's not that. Trees. No, that's not it. So it's not poison, obviously. I genuinely don't know this one. Watch it be something like dead nuts obvious too. Crisis. No, it's not Crisis. It's not chests. No idea. This one's gonna drive me nuts. There's a lot of E's to play with too. It's not a posse. Alright, let's just stop rolling those stupid things and think about this for a minute. What do you make that you don't want? Excuses. E-X-C-U-S-E. Excuse. Problem is, it's an excuse. Those who bought it didn't need it. And those who used it never saw it. See, excuse sounds good. I made an excuse, but I didn't want it. People buy excuses, but they don't need it. Reason would be good. No. Because there's no R. Sometimes one of the giveaways is there's a unique letter. Like, you'll look at that and go, you know. Toilet? No way. No. Noises? No. Let me go do the other one real quick. Let's go do the other one first. This is driving me slightly crazy. Maybe we'll have better luck with this one. What has a mare that the cow has not? Hoofs? Nope. What has a mare that the cow does not? gonna end with an S, plural. Because there's no N. Oh, maybe it's a brain. No. So, I have a funny feeling it's gonna be this. Boots? No. Boobs. Yeah, ain't that. Hmm. Bites? No. Teeth? No, because cows have teeth. The trots. Technically. Technically, yeah. Cows don't trot. Well, this is weird. What has a mare that the cow has not? What has a mare? Genuinely. Colts. Colt, mare, cow, bull. Okay, okay, I'm with you there. That was a little challenging, actually. Okay, we already have all dwarven armor. I got space, though, so I want to carry it. And maybe this, and maybe you can carry the rest of this. Owen is now full. Okay, so we have that one. Shall I try this one again? Perhaps? You know, I have been doing things slightly out of order, and technically we're out of time for the day. So, this was Pwnery's Kicking It Old School, episode 34. And, well, I'm gonna have to try to figure this chest out because it's gonna drive me crazy. So, what I'll probably do is play with letters and combinations until I figure out what it is. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome, but if you're a regular here, welcome back. Either way, check out my other playlists and see if my other interests may be of interest to you. I will pick up the next episode when I solve this, but in the meantime, we'll see you next week. Later.